Good morning. Today is Sunday, March 13th, 2022. It's about 10:40 a.m. and 47 degrees. The sun is surprisingly out. Originally, I didn't think we would see sun today, but looks like it'll be out for quite a bit. Not even cloudy right now. But that is the Washington Convention Center where my conference is taking place, and the hotel that I'm staying at is the Sheraton Grand, which is right here. Picked the one that was closest to the conference, I believe, so easy walking distance. But we are here on Pike Street in downtown Seattle. Well, what we're going to plan to do is walk and look at the shops in the area, and then eventually head back toward Pike and look at the Pike Public Market. There's supposed to be some somewhat fancy retail shopping. You can see this is the Nike store that we're passing by now. What's funny is the elevators in the Sheraton Grand on one side weren't quite working. Well, when I experienced them earlier today, it seemed like only one of them was working on the upper floors and it was taking forever. And two people were waiting, so we decided to say, you know what, let's just try the steps for the heck of it. We took the steps and we actually beat the people who were waiting for the elevator out of the building, despite it being 22 floors. So it goes to show you how the elevator could be like a 10-minute wait. There's Mario's. There's a Fidelity investment place here, although that one looks kind of faded on the windows. T-Mobile store on the left. Nordstrom at the corner of Pine Street and 6th Avenue. I wonder how many floors the Nordstrom occupies. I can't imagine it's the whole building. Maybe a floor or two floors. See an Eileen Fisher and Old Navy down that way. Barney's, New York. All the windows though here look like they're covered, so I'm not sure if this place is in business either. My brother was actually telling me that Nordstrom, this is the headquarters, so no. Now I take back what I said. All the floors probably are related to Nordstrom, whether it be office space, etc. Then we started looking up other headquarters that are here. We looked up the Starbucks, and that supposedly is further south, so nowhere near the downtown area. The Alaskan Airlines one, similarly, I think is close to the airport because that's headquartered in Seattle as well. The Amazon headquarters seemed like they were about a 0.7 mile walk ahead. So maybe we can try to see if we can take a look at that. Yeah, we're going to be walking down 6th Avenue for a bit. And I'll record at different spots where I think there's some interesting activity. That tree in the and look, there's the monorail. I captured that at perfect timing. But that tree in the distance might be near where Westlake Park is, if that is the case. And I see there's a big giant Macy's down there. But if that's the case, that is where the St. Patrick's Day parade later today will be ending. It's supposed to be at 1 o'clock p.m., last about a half hour. And I think that monorail, they might make it free from like 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock to take it to the Seattle Center, where they have more Irish festivities going on. And look at us, we're walking right toward the Space Needle. I see the elevator shaft going up. Probably some people going to either the restaurant or the observatory. So I can talk a little bit about my experiences, or our experiences in Seattle so far. The more south you go, you see the buildings aren't in the best conditions, and a lot of the spaces, unfortunately, it seems like is a lot of homeless people who are forced to settle in those areas. So then the businesses more so aren't as active. And even we stopped by the downtown library yesterday, and I'll flip the camera back around. But just in that short span we were in the downtown library. This building kind of looks unique with the colorful bars going up and down it. We had a little bit of time we were in the downtown library. It was very, very confusing because there's 10 floors to it, but yet we were trying to go up to like one of the top floors for a observatory view, and the elevator wasn't working. And then I think it was an employee maybe, said to us, yeah, that floor is closed. And he said, in fact, like floors 5 through 10 or 6 through 10 were all closed. So we said, well, where do we go? And he said, floor 3. And like level 3 is the only one that was open, pretty much, besides the first floor. And level 3 had fiction books and DVDs. We were looking around like, where's the business section? We wanted to look at business books or maybe some Seattle related books or things like that. Couldn't find them anywhere. The stairs were roped off. And then we eventually went down to the lobby, and as soon as we got down to the lobby, you heard like a homeless type of person yelling about something, and a couple of police officers going over there, and someone else saying, yeah, I think someone like attacked them earlier. Then we asked the person at the front desk who works at the library, hey, like what floor do we go to for the business books? And they said, we're sorry, unfortunately, like that particular floor is closed right now. They said, but if you want a book, we can, try to get it for you, And I explained, oh no, we're just visiting. We just wanted to check out the library. So yeah, our assumption is possibly some of that's pandemic related, but it almost seems like it's to contain, impossible to contain all the unfortunate homeless situation, because there is definitely an active police presence. When I'm in the downtown library, I don't see police officers left and right. That's the whole vibe of like more the southern part of Seattle. As you walk further north toward the Space Needle, you don't really see that as much. Like so far I haven't even seen any. That's not to say there aren't, but it's very segregated right now for downtown. There's a nice little mural over there. Capelli's Gentleman's Barber Shop. And we can also talk about the Capitol Hill area a little bit. Yesterday evening we walked toward that direction, and there were lots of bars and restaurants out, or people, younger generation, attending them. I wonder what this building is. This like a garden of some kind? Wilmot's Ghost? Got little signs on the street here saying the directions of like where Pike Place Market is and other places. Seattle Center up ahead. Seattle Center is where that Irish festival thing is going on. Nice bike lane here, which I'm actually standing in. I thought it was, I was getting ready to walk up to the curb there. That's the first time I've seen that the bike lane actually cuts in between where the sidewalk would be. And there is a bike, well, scooter coming, but they're both, the scooter and the bike are using the sidewalk. Velo Bike Shop, repair and service. I wonder if they do rentals there. Some construction up ahead on Bell. I'm going to check my map again to see where that Amazon spot is at. We're going to detour away from the Space Needle for a moment. Of course, the reason we're detouring away from the Space Needle is to go toward Westlake Avenue and get in the general area of where the Amazon headquarters are supposed to be. When I looked them up on Google Maps, though, it said temporarily closed, so I don't know if they're just still working remotely. or what the deal is. Either way, it'd still be interesting to see the outside of the building. I'm sure they have a lot of facilities though throughout Seattle and other parts of the country and world. Nice dedicated bike lane. They have it on both sides of, what street is this? 7th Avenue. This is a Sunday morning, remember, so it's probably not as active as it would be maybe on a weekday, either at lunchtime hour or in the evenings on a nice weather day. When we were bike riding on Friday evening near the northern part of downtown Seattle, which is kind of the area we're headed when we go to the Amazon area, there were lots of people out and about. Okay, up here we've got Denny Park. I can see there's a few homeless tents up there and they have fencing around the park. That's one of the things we were wondering, like any little park you see on the map in downtown Seattle, you're probably going to find some people camped out there. There's a dedicated bike lane over there as well on Bell Street. Looks like it curves upward toward that direction. Yeah, I gotta check my map again to see what direction to go. There's Denny Park. There's a West Elm furniture store here. Reminded my brother of a place called This End Up when we were growing up. Furniture store that we used to see in shopping malls. Random artwork sculpture here. As we're approaching Westlake Avenue, we're going to make a left there. If you were to continue further on that direction, you can see where it starts going uphill, and if you really went that direction a while, that becomes eventually toward the Capitol Hill area. I see a Sephora store way down there. We'll cross and then go to the left. There's another Whole Foods market here. We just saw one not too long from where we came from. Well, I guess we could cross this way first and then make a right. You know what? We'll just stay on this side. Pacific Place Station, the Seattle streetcar. That's the first time I think I've seen the streetcar service. I'm not sure what the fares are on that. Homegrown, a teriyaki grill, and Chipotle over there. Thomas Street. So I think the map for Amazon wanted us to make a right at Thomas Street. We'll make a right on the other side. See, the Space Needle is now on our left. We're going to be going 2 streets toward the east and then make our way to the left until we hit Republican Street. That was Terry Avenue that we passed. I think it's the next one though. If not, we'll just have to backtrack 1 street. You know what? Let's go back. I think it was Terry Avenue. So we'll go down Terry Avenue and then make a right. So some of these buildings just seem like they go on and on, like to an endless path where there's almost a park inside of them. I like how they have a lot of benches in this spot and a decent amount of bike racks. Now we're approaching the area that we saw was pretty busy on Friday evening, and I'm seeing a uptick in activity already. This is Cactus Southwest Kitchen and Bar. You can see across the street there at the cafe, a lot of people there. Guess there's no light that we have to wait for, just have to look both directions. bringing the brunch sign out for, what is this place called? All I see is patio open and lounge open. It's your ever reliable Starbucks coffee. I feel like this was where the Amazon headquarters was on the map. Let's see here. Do we see anything related to Amazon? I'm just looking over here because this, I see the check mark. Download Amazon's free headquarter tour on Audible. Well, I don't have that. SL, is that a U? SLU and U? I don't even know what that means. But I see an airplane, like all, and food and goods and train, as if it's a transportation thing. This symbol, I don't know if that's supposed to be Amazon's. I mean, Amazon has that swoosh, but I don't know, it looks kind of confusing, and definitely, maybe I'm not in the right spot here. Or maybe it is indeed temporarily closed like it said on the map. We've got an Amazon locker here, but that's certainly not a headquarters. We'll go around to the front. Maybe it's, if we go to the left, maybe you'll see something more prominent at the street level. It's back where we came from. Well, I guess the only thing we can do is take a left here and see if there's any signage or anything, because so far there's, like, I don't even believe it's Amazon's headquarters, despite what the map says. Cricket. Well, so what I'm thinking is crickets, like what? Nothing here. Welcome to SLU. What the hell is SLU? Certainly not Amazon. Other than that one little circle that said take the Amazon tour, I saw nothing. Alright. Don't know what else to say about that. While we're in this direction, though, we can go near the lakeside earlier that we saw back on Friday evening. And now more in the daytime. I keep seeing this SLU thing everywhere. I gotta figure out what that means. SLU Seattle. South Lake Union. Okay, so it's a neighborhood, South Lake Union. So far, I'd say our favorite part of the trip was probably bicycling up in the Queen Anne area, admiring all the houses in the area, and then going alongside Elliott Bay. See, this time I actually said it right. I kept on saying waterfront lake. I was, saying the wrong things because I didn't know what it was called. This lake up here is called Lake Union, so that fits in with the SLU acronym. Oh, if we didn't see Amazon, is this one of the Google buildings? Oh, look at all these bicyclists. Alright, I gotta catch this. I should yell out, hey, can we rent one of your bikes? I wonder if they're gonna take that trail along Union Lake. Let's see where they go. If they go right, their chances are they're taking that same bike path we did Friday evening. And that would make sense because that's a dedicated trail. If you start going more toward the city, you could, but it's, get a lot more compact. Yep, they're all turning right. Anyway, before I saw the bike thing, what I was going to say is, if Amazon let us down, at least we've got a Google building here. Now, I don't know if this is the Google, I don't think this is Google headquarters. Let's see what Google Maps says. Google Maps calls this Google Valley. So it's something related to Google. It's the Center for Wooden Boats. Interesting, that one boat up there looks like it says Seattle Police. That little bridge over there is what we walked our bikes over on Friday before we started the bike path that goes all the way along Lake Union. Let me turn around because as you get closer to the lake, if you turn around and look diagonally, nice view of the Space Needle. There's lots of places in Seattle you could be and you get a different shot of the Space Needle. It's the Empire State version of Seattle. By that I mean anywhere in New York you are, you get a different perspective and picturesque shot of it. And also you can see the Google background and the rest of the city. Let's get centered so you got a centered shot. Bezos Center for Innovation. Oh, hold on a second. That's not. It's got to be a different Bezos, right? That's not Jeff Bezos, is it? The only Bezos I know is Jeff Bezos. Let's see here. Bezos Center for Innovation. Yeah, I'm not really clear. This bell here says Seattle Fire Department bell. Those two airplanes that are over there. Wonder how often those take off. When we were at Gasworks at nighttime and you couldn't see because it was too dark, all the way over there in the center, if you can see the green grass and the old gaswork structures, that's where it was. That was crazy how there were a ton of people there, like when it was pitch black. More of a younger crowd, but there were some middle-aged to older people even walking. It's like not lit up at all in terms of lights around the area, yet it was a lot of people there, which was strange to me, because you would think you would need a well-lit area for people to hang out. Yeah, this is Lake Union, revisiting it in the daytime. So that area, I told you, was Gasworks. But if you look to the left, all those houses up there, that's kind of in the Queen Anne area. where we did some of our bicycle riding, although imagine even further on beyond the hill. So up that way and beyond where you can see, that's where Queen Anne was on that bike riding we did on Saturday. So now we'll try to figure out where we're going to go next, so the video might cut to a different part of the city before we resume. Look at this little pond or lake here. Someone has a remote control boat that they have on it that they're flying around. Come on, come pick us up. Oh, I was saying it almost flipped for a second. What happens if it flips? How do you retrieve it? Or what if the seagull just eats it and picks it up? Pretty funny. There's one of those airplane looking things, although probably much bigger. Is that like a Beechcraft? Hey, there's some mallards flying around, or swimming around. There it is, passing right over the Space Needle. Just walking back toward our hotel area to get ready for the St. Patrick's Day parade, but we saw this nice little park area and it was given a greenish tint. I was wondering at first, like, is that like algae or what is that? But then if you look up, it's actually, that artwork up there is reflecting off the ceiling with the sunlight coming through and giving this nice colorful vibe, peaceful vibe too. Oh, I say peaceful, and just a second ago some person was walking with a scooter and I don't know what happened, and as soon as we passed them they started dropping their scooter. My brother wasn't sure if he was like trying to hit someone and he was like yelling. So yeah, it's the type of thing you just have to always be aware of in Seattle, but at the same time try not to make contact with, like almost ignore it at the same time, but be alert. We're getting ready for the St. Patrick's Day parade on 4th Avenue. We're on Pike Street. You can see most of the people seem to be gathered down there. The parade ends at the next street, Pine, and it starts in about 10 to 15 minutes, but it's supposed to go down 4th Avenue all the way. It starts all the way down that way at James Street, probably a little under a mile. Not too many people seem to be gathered along this stretch on either side of the street, so I'm going to assume that one of the most popular spots to go is down there. So if it was up to me, that's where I would be standing and watching the parade.
Workers' rights, and you probably know Molly Maguire and other Jones and all of the great leaders of the labor movement have very strong arguments. So thanks to Future DeLoreans.
I think another one's going to shoot off. Oh, these pirates are going to... very intimidating pirates. I thought these were just the locals. Oh, they're throwing coins too. coins. Oh, another one's gonna go off, I think. Get ready. Fuck. Holding two of these devices, I couldn't cover my ears. But my ears are still okay. Are there any more coins? There's some coins out there.
Somebody give you one?
Here, hold this for a second. Here, I got one of the coins. I think they're trying to get him a coin. So the next vehicle seems like it's quite a ways down. We had like 3 back-to-back exhibits. But the next vehicle is still about 3 or 4 blocks away. And my connection just got very weak all of a sudden. But at least I got something good on it. Hopefully it strengthens up again. Came up to the Westlake Center. We're going to give the monorail a shot since it's free to try. Might as well, right?
The train is around. Please step back to allow passengers to exit.
Space Needle. Meaning if I was on the other side of the tram. This is where everyone exits. And then look, lo and behold, what are you underneath? I probably can't even get it in now. The Space Needle. See, do we get a better shot there? There you go, you see the top of the Space Needle. But this monorail dropped you off at, I guess, the Seattle Center where the Irish Festival is supposed to be taking place. So this is the big Irish festival going on right now. Some of these places like Mod Pizza, I'm sure, are always here. But in the middle, you've got the vendors. Oh, they've got the DeLoreans parked outside too. I'll have to check that out in a second. Hey, you know what? Heck with it. I want to see the DeLoreans now. You never know if they're going to pull off. Is that the flux capacitor? We got a Ghostbuster here too. And our ship friends that we were just seeing at the parade. How'd they get over here so quick? They beat the monorail. So they've got some outdoor food vendors too. Colossal kettle corn and got everything here. Oh, Climate Pledge Arena, Pacific Science Center over there, and the big Space Needle. Let's get a shot of the Space Needle when it's not obstructed by trees. Love the detail on some of these cars. Like this particular one does have the timing mechanism of what date it's going to be, and the other setups, as well as the flux capacitor. I think they have Marty McFly's shoes, and I saw another vehicle that had other stuff. So this was the other one that had some fun details in it. See, they got the hoverboard. This is Gray's Sports Almanac 1950 to 2000. Marty McFly's colorful hat. And then some Irish stuff. You see, not all cars have the dashboard. But love the props that are inside of it. Now we're back inside the Seattle Center for the Irish Festival. You know, I enjoyed the parade, but it's funner to be in the fanfare, so to speak, of this, and interaction, seeing the DeLoreans up close. The DeLoreans was all worth it, seeing that and some of the props. Oh, they have the Seattle Kraken team store over here. That's the hockey team. They've been doing performances on the stage there. Different groups alternating. And now we're gonna get ready to go outside and see where we head to next. Back outside, and right away we noticed there's a real live fox. My brother said someone commented on the parade about a fox, but I didn't see it live. Looks so calm and tame. We are departing the DeLoreans and the cute little fox. Can't get enough of that fox. I missed it on the video, but someone was also driving like a bicycle. It had a big giant husky in the back trailer. But I really haven't shown the Space Needle up close in any videos yet. I figured, why not walk up to the Space Needle and show it on video, and then do a little bit of walking around this area in general, because this area is not just exclusively the Space Needle. There's various other things here. One thing about the Space Needle is once you get super close to it, it's not the easiest to capture on video or picture. You have to really angle your camera upward. On the left side is the monorail we entered in on before we entered that Seattle Center over there. You got an elevator coming down right now.
I've got my sport mode on, you know? I heard the brain things that I heard, you know? So, I mean, he shows like no sign of pain. Like, I have blisters on.
Seems like another Seattle Kraken shop there.
I was trying to cut that corner way too sharp and it went the wheel. Slammed because I love how you set that up in the wheel.
Roasted corn and lemonade stand. The drummer over there. Also have another dog in the park stand. And I think this is a museum of, by the way, the hot dogs are about $8, I think. This is the Museum of Pop Culture. Uniquely shaped building. Over there is a big jungle gym outdoor type of setting for kids. Oh, and they're trying to take a picture here. All right. So heroes and villains, that seems to be what the Mopop exhibit is showing right now. This is one of the entrances, open daily 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. I don't know if this park is included as part of the MOPUP. We're going down the stairs now. If you remember, or if anybody watched my Friday night bicycle riding, we actually came from the left and passed by that stuff before heading toward Lake Union. Not sure what that is. It kind of looks like a mix of a pizza cutter, but there's like a brush on the end of it. So we can look on the map here. Let's see here, where are we at the moment? Yeah, we're where it says U. So this is Memorial Stadium. Maybe that's like a big... It looks like it'd have to be a soccer field of some kind. We saw the Space Needle, Museum of Pop Culture. They're kind of counting all of this as the Seattle Center area. So there's a Pacific Science Center down there. I think I'm interested in maybe going back across the front and then down here and working our way over to these areas. Go ahead and cross the street. Oh, there's a McDonald's over there. I think I did see that maybe passing on the monorail. The other night we thought we saw like a skateboarding park. Oh, there it is up there. That person might be on a bicycle, but it's one of those type of parks. Some more abstract, modern pop culture art. So there's the monorail, and I believe we cut through on the ride earlier. Chris Cornell in performance. Jumped forward a little bit back to the Space Needle. Just want to go kind of around it and see what exhibits might be back here, if any. there's a little fountain over there. We've got a garden area here. We're gonna look at this artwork first and then make a left. Sonic Bloom, is that what this is? A giant red sculpture over here. I'm turning around, but I should be going to selfie mode with this, right? See? Space Needle in the background. I don't know what it is, but it's something. A lot of people taking pictures of it. Yeah. Moving away from the red sculpture now and headed back toward the Space Needle and this art exhibit again. What is this over here? Someone with a big St. Patrick's Day hat on has a bow and arrow in his hand. Let's hope he doesn't aim it toward us, right? Looks like there's an Imax Theater over there. These light up at nighttime, or the one night we came by, they were lit up pretty nicely. The sign here says Pacific Science Center, so maybe it's a science museum as well. There's a big fin sticking in the ground, along with some other things clinging to the rock. I don't know if that's like a squid, flounder type of fish. Looks like a seahorse. Snail, but I don't know. The hands look like more like a crab. And what is that? A pig that can fly? I don't know. Let's see what this language says on the ground. A long time ago in the land of Chief Seattle, whales used to pass from Elliott Bay to Lake Union. Interesting. So we covered both of those bodies of water. Bike riding Elliott Bay, and then both biking and walking past Lake Union. Oh, I missed this over here. Big giant dinosaurs in the water. I wonder if they ever collect that money that's deposited in there, all the pennies and coins. This might take us out to the street level, but we're going to go toward the right to catch Climate Pledge Arena and whatever else is over there. So much for the Seattle rain. I know the forecast did get lowered today, but it's ended up being a beautiful day again. Tomorrow, Monday, it shows like a 94% chance of rain and rain all day, so surely that one will actually come true, right? Actually, there was a nice perspective the other night when I walked by coming through this direction. Instead of going right up to the arena. There's a Charlotte Martin Theater there. overhead view of the nice little green park. See someone's playing with their dog. There's a fountain down there. And then Climate Pledge Arena. I know I've mentioned this in several videos, but that again is like the Queen Anne neighborhood up there on the hills and then extending further west toward the lake, or bay, sorry, the bay. Now we're gonna head down to that area where the grass is and then check out Climate Pledge Arena. And that will pretty much, I think, cover everything that was in this area. Could go down the steps on the left, but I'd rather go from a little bit past the left here. They're loading a boatload of porta potties over there. Either loading or unloading. I'm not sure why. Yeah, it looks like they're putting them on. Maybe they had some type of event here the other day, unless it was for the St. Patrick's Day thing, but I don't think a lot of people were venturing over here. Before we go to Climate Pledge, let's check out the big fountain here. Oh, I didn't realize it went down so far. The fountain's really been shooting up high in the air at times. It's interesting that it's not shooting uniformly though. place we stayed at on the first night, Mediterranean Inn, it's probably about 3 or 4 blocks headed that way. We're not too far from there. Still missed the bicycle rentals that we got there. Climate Pledge Arena. Probably going to see more of the reflection than ourselves, than the arena itself, but yeah, the arena's dark inside now too. So all you're seeing is just me in the reflection. We came by the other night, and since it wasn't light outside, you could see better inside, and I swear they had a little bit more lit up inside there. I know this is the home of the Seattle Kraken hockey team. Items that are prohibited in there. You can't bring a scooter or skateboard in? Why not? Alaskan Airlines Atrium. I was not confused, but wondering the other day, curiously, because they had an airplane in this atrium hanging from the ceiling, and also something else related to Alaskan Airlines. So I was like, oh, I wonder if they're just sponsoring this atrium, which they probably are, but then that's when he told me, oh, they're actually headquartered in Seattle, so that gives them more of a local presence. And right now with it being daytime, the camera's not going to pick up anything that's on the inside. When I see the airplane dangling from the ceiling, I'll try to see if the camera will pick it up, but I doubt it. There's the Alaskan Airlines airplane. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it a little bit if I block out the reflection there. Or if I zoom in, you can see it even more.
Any specific works, kind of, expectations.
One piece of artwork up on the building there. That covers, I believe, all of the Seattle Center area. Now I'm going to head back because it's about 4 p.m. At 4:30 to 7:30, there's the opening ceremony for the conference I'm attending. Get a nice shot of us walking toward the Space Needle. This may or may not be the final clip of this video. It depends if we there's any time to do other things later tonight. Or I'm not sure if I'll include any conference footage in it. But regardless, I'll leave this message here in case. If you liked this video, feel free to hit the like button or subscribe to the channel. And I won't say see you next time yet because there might be other clips, but there's your regular reminder on the videos. Now the DeLoreans are about to head off. They lowered these two things here so they could exit. Oh, there's the fox in there. You probably can't see it. The fox is in there. Bye, DeLoreans. Now I'm getting ready to head into my opening reception for the conference. Got my badge representing school colors, and then this is where I checked in the morning. Or actually, there's the welcome reception sign. But in the morning, checked in over there. And I believe the Solution Center exhibit hall and welcome reception food is in here. Here's your heavy hors d'oeuvres over there. It's evening time now on Sunday, close to 9 o'clock p.m. We decided to come near the Ferris Wheel by Elliott Bay. There's Miners Landing. Seemed like it was a tourist spot, but on the walk down here you had to pass through Pike Street. We initially stopped by the public market, but that was supposed to close at 6 p.m. and everything looked deserted, so I didn't want to really take footage when it's not showing it in its glory. So hopefully I can return there on either Monday or Tuesday if I have time. But here is the big Ferris wheel, still lit up in yellow and blue colors, presumably for Ukraine. I don't know if the Ferris wheel is in operation right now or not, as far as taking customers go. And then we're next to the water, of course. Oh, the Ferris wheel is moving. Unique looking restaurants too. Wings over Washington. I assume they're still taking customers. I imagine there's a lot of seafood places down here. So how much are tickets? Adults, $16. Yeah. There's also a waterfront park we'll probably try to walk to, not too far from here, where you can get better perspective shot of the Ferris wheel from a little bit of a distance. We were leaving the seaport area where the Ferris wheel is. We started walking up these stairs, and then you're coming up and you're like, what the heck is that? It's like startling. Looks like a big figurine shadow wielding a hammer. So it makes more sense now. It's the Seattle Art Museum. So I'm assuming that's some cool looking exhibit, which it does look pretty cool, featuring the art museum.